Summer is a time when family and friends gather together for fun and celebration. But what happens if you and your ex-partner are at the same event and he or she has too much to drink? Gabrielle Hartley, attorney, mediator, and author of the book Better Apart, The Radically Positive Way to Separate, joins us now to talk about how to deal with this situation. Thank you for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, as always. Nice to be here.
Good, good. So let's talk about this situation specifically. What should someone do if they find themselves here?
So first of all, if you have small children, or even not such small children, but kids at all, you're going to want to remove them from the situation so that they do not see your ex behaving in a way that is unfavorable, that might leave lasting memories that they don't want to have. Now, I understand it's difficult to leave an uncomfortable situation when you might want to be at that party, and you might feel like, well, why should I leave when they're the one acting out? But if they are difficult to deal with, or they're really causing a scene, or they won't exit if you request that they exit, the best thing to do is to really remove yourself and your children and then circle back and have a conversation afterward.
What if the partner then gets mad in that moment that they see someone is taking their kid and leaving?
So that is a great question. Basically, the best thing to do is, first of all, it depends on who has custody on that day. So if that person had custody, if the person is truly drunk or high or somehow misbehaving, you are always free to keep your kids safe. You would just then go to your attorney, or if you don't have an attorney, go to like Safe Passages or something like that, and make a motion to the court so that you can amend your separation agreement so that it specifies that the person shall not drink or do whatever activity, mind-altering activity that they might be doing in front of the kids. You don't want your kids getting in a car with someone who is intoxicated or otherwise having an altered way of thinking. It's really important to know when to take that pause and when to walk away from a confrontation, whether you are whether you're the one who is completely right or not. You don't want to engage with somebody who's being very difficult.
Which, in the moment, in the heat of it all, that may be kind of hard for someone to rationalize and think things through if they are kind of getting mad about the situation.
Absolutely. And so it's a practice and it's a process, but really holding yourself to your highest standard so that you keep your part of the road clean, you're always in a better position. It's just a skill. You're not going to be perfect at it the first time that you have a confrontation. But as we learn as kids growing up with our parents, we learn how to not get involved in those heated arguments that many of us did when we were young teenagers or middle teenagers. Same thing. You want to not act out in those ways with your spouse. It's really important that when you're divorced, your family is actually better. That's why I called my book Better Apart. You should be better separated. And if you don't start to develop the skills that you need, you're going to find yourself just getting in those old, unhealthy patterns.
And now, do you explain this to the child, what is going on? Or is there a certain age that maybe you can just remove them from the situation and they're too young to quite understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's very fact specific, but I would always remove my child and keep the children out of the adult interaction as much as you can. Don't let your teenager go in and have that argument for you. Just say, come on, let's go. Or if you can convince your ex to leave, of course that's better. But my main point to remember is you do not want to get into an argument. You do not want to create a big blow-up drama for all your friends and family and children to see. And you yourself don't want to become dysregulated, because that, at the end of the day, you're not going to feel good, even if you were the righteous one.
Right. There's a time and place for those conversations to be had.
Correct. And in the heat of the moment, you're rarely going to have the most efficacious and best outcomes.
Good tips. Thank you for joining me today to talk about these in case someone may be in this situation.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Sure.